Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Sunderland in Football Manager 2019. I'm Ater, and as always we get ASAP into the action to see what has been going on since that crazy 8-goal game we played in the last episode. But since the last episode we played 3 games, and first we got a decent win versus Bradford. And then our 2-striker formation gave us a big win in the Cup versus Doncaster. Crazy game with insane amounts of goals. But then things changed and went downhill. We picked up our first loss of the season versus Shrewsbury. And I mean, they are from the lower half of the table, and it's most definitely a team we should be beating, but instead we ended up losing. Today though, we are playing Doncaster again, the team that we scored 6 goals against. But of course the game plan has completely changed, because now we are playing them away. It's going to be a lot more difficult, and they are currently in the 5th place in the league. So they are a very good team. I think that 6 goals we scored was an expectation or exception, and now we're going to be in for a completely different game, and we're going to play a little bit more defense minded for this game in the league. But after that win and that loss in the league, we find ourselves down to 4th place in the table, but it's extremely close on the top. We are basically 4 teams, and it's only 2 points margin between us, and Portsmouth in 2nd place have 1 more game played. It's just really close. But as I said, we are playing Doncaster today, and they are the team just behind us, which makes this an extremely important game and a very difficult away game, because if they win, they could pass us here in the table. But if we win, we can get some safety margin down, perhaps. And here you can see the formations. It's actually only been 2 days rest since the last game we played, which means we have a lot of tight players. We're doing a lot of rotations, and as you will see, we have some players that will start with pretty low fitness levels. You can tell here 91%, 92%. But I am trying to rotate as much as I can. We have a few injuries, which prevents me to rotate all of them. But that's basically what we had to do because of the tough schedule. But I'm hoping they are in a similar situation, but maybe, just maybe, they haven't had the possibility to rotate as much as we have, which could mean that we could have a fitness advantage. But we'll have to wait and see here when the stats pop up to see how it looks. Let's pause it here ASAP, taking a look at the fitness levels. As you can tell, yes, they have a few tired players. I mean, they have Kane here is down to 89%, so a small fitness advantage for us. Well, not a huge deal, but I mean, in football, in a tough game, fighting for the playoff positions and fighting for the ASAP straight-up promotion, you take every single advantage you can get. Looking at statistics, though, it's not much going on. It looks like the first half is just ticking away. And as I say that, of course, we see a highlight. And of course, it's going to be a card. And it's a red card. It's a red card. And this means we have put ourselves in a very difficult situation, having to try to win this game with only 10 players on the pitch. And I'll guess we'll have to roll like this. Honeyman, you'll have to go. And this is a very difficult situation for us. A really tough one. Oh, yeah, we don't make it easy for us, do we? But still a very boring first half. Not a single highlight either, other than that red card. But clearly, first off, we need to tell them that we're not pleased. Then we need to speak especially to you, Lovens, and tell you that I am very I don't like this option. Why can't I just say I'm disappointed in you for getting sent off so early? I'm not disappointed with him because it was early. I'm disappointed with him because he got sent off. Why isn't there an option for me to say I'm disappointed in you for getting sent off? Because that's the reason I would have been disappointed if he picked up a red card in the 90th minutes too. At least as long as it was completely unnecessary. If we did it to just like maybe save us or prevent something bad from happening, that would be one thing. So we are going to try to go attacking here with only 10 players on the pitch. Let's see what happens. But yeah, a very difficult situation. We are not making things easy for us, are we? And now we are seeing a highlight ASAP compared to the first half when nothing happens. It's Maguire for Ledbetter, going for James on the left flank. Into the box, it goes far as clear the defense, but oh, you beauty, look at the screamer from Ledbetter. It's a masterpiece. Take a look at the replay. Take a look. First he's involved with the build-up, and then he takes the long run. The long run, he follows things up, and look at this finisher. The keeper gets his hands on it, but still a masterpiece. From that distance, a half volley. Brilliant. James to throw in. James getting that try. O'Neill back to James. James with the early close for Greg. Ooh. Another one that was an offside. I think it's time for some subs. Still looking at statistics. Other than these two quick highlights, there haven't been many chances at all in the second half. But right now, since we are in the lead and we are one man down, I wouldn't complain if like nothing else happened the whole game. I would be completely fine with that. Completely fine with it, for sure. We are missing some players because of injuries, which limits the amount of options we currently have. Okay, we're going to change you guys around. You're going to be the playmaker. I think that is fine. Then one last sub. I think we're going to go with Maguire. No, let's say the last sub, just in case something happens. I mean, we were forced to make that early sub because of the red card. Cattermore all the way back to the goalkeeper. James. Maguire. And an optimistic cross, but Giggs and his coach with an open net, and yes! 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 Yes, we are one man down, and we are fighting the team that's just behind us, the position right behind us in the league table, and we managed to score another one away. Such an important goal in such an important moment. This is brilliant, and it makes me a very happy manager. I think it's time for the last sub. We are going to go with Maguire, still not a great rating, and that yellow card. I think we're gonna go like this. Look at statistics, they created more chances than us, but we have gotten every... Oh, of course I'll say that to get the highlight. I was about to say we got on every single highlight in the second half, but yeah. 4 minutes of extra time. Clock just ticks away quickly. I'm fine. We're actually gonna see a corner here during the last few seconds. And guys, I'm really happy with this result. Like, really relieved, because when we got that red card, I thought that we were in some very serious trouble. Because I mean, we were down to 4th place, and we were starting to fall behind after that first loss of the season. Now, if we take a look at the table here, we're up to 3rd place, and Portsmouth just behind us, just in front of us, have one more game played, which means if we win, we would actually overtake them. But that's it for this episode. As always, thank you so much for sharing your time with me. If you enjoyed this nerve-wracking game, press the like button, and I'll see you in the next one.